A captain is a lot more than just a player. It is someone who provides the team with the morale and courage in the crucial hour. He steps up when required, setting examples as he goes. His strength lies not in himself, but in the team that believes in him and every decision of his. Leadership is something that comes naturally to gla1ve, and he is blessed with this and much more. His strategy, his callouts, and the ability to read an opponent like an open book are the backbone on which Astralis has managed to reach the very top and stay there as dominant as ever. Astralis currently hold the world record for being the #1 team for the longest duration ever, currently at their 62nd week on top.
Who do you think is the best in-game leader right now in Counter-Strike?
Right now in Counter-Strike, probably gla1ve.
I think it's gla1ve.
I'd say gla1ve.
gla1ve.
I'll just say gla1ve. I think it has to be gla1ve.
I'd say gla1ve because it's gla1ve.
He has taken Astralis from nothing to recently achieving the record for holding the top world ranking for the longest duration ever, currently on their 59th week. The team is also trying to achieve the longest winning streak on a single CSGO map, currently going 27-0 record on Nuke. Lukas gla1ve Rossander started his Counter-Strike journey from the short-lived CS source 8 years back in 2010. Born in Denmark, the young CS enthusiast started making a name for himself by gaining a lot of traction through a local website called gaming.dk. Still too young to be taken seriously, his lack of local LAN experience was why teams hesitated to pick him up. But this was not enough to hold back gla1ve, who came into the limelight and gained the respect of the Danish community after finishing second at his first ever LAN event, the Blast LAN 2010, with a mixed team called Quality WF. Soon enough, gla1ve received an opportunity to play at the top end of the Danish Counter-Strike circuit as part of the dynamic gaming lineup. But the short-lived stint ended as the team underperformed quite heavily at the TS Rack LAN 3, which led to the dissolution of the team, but it provided gla1ve with the much-needed recognition. In September 2011, a big break came the way of gla1ve as he was picked up by the second-best Danish Counter-Strike source team of the time, Reason Gaming. Although his duration with the team was short-lived, gla1ve himself credits his growth as an in-game leader to Nikolai Hundun Peterson, who was a part of the team's lineup. It was him who inspired gla1ve to take up the role of an in-game leader, learning everything about the role through him and soaking in as much experience as he could along the way. 2012 witnessed the shift from CS Source to CSGO, along with which gla1ve also moved to a team called TT Dragons. But it was not until 2013 that he actually found success after transferring to a newly formed team called Nexus Esports. gla1ve had a huge impact on the young team as it went on to win multiple tournaments like GDK Season 5 and HK LAN 2013 while placing second at the Esports Heaven Vienna, where they competed against NIP in the finals. gla1ve's performance with Nexus led to him being picked up by a team called Western Wolves, where he played along with some great players like Nico, Pimp and MSL. Although the team was not able to finish big in any of these events, they constantly competed against some big teams like NIP, Fnatic and their local nemesis Copenhagen Wolves.
Fantastic shots! Bring down NIP, but I don't know they're going to get a defuse. They're not going to get a defuse.
Western Wolves finished as the runners-up in the 2013 Copenhagen Games, which was the first event for gla1ve with his team. His brilliant display of skill in the form of clutch calls, perfect read on the opposition tactics, and great execution of utilities cemented his position as one of the rising stars from Denmark. As soon as things were starting to look good for the Danish player, a rough patch hit his team as they finished in the 5th-8th position at both DreamHack Summer 2013 and ESL Major Series 1 Summer 2013. A string of poor performances led to the team breaking apart, which turned out to be one of the lowest points for gla1ve in his career. Even though gla1ve was now recognized internationally and had proven himself as an in-game leader, he suffered a massive setback as he shuffled between 5 teams in a span of only 10 months. Copenhagen Wolves finally picked him up, but nothing seemed to work out in the favor of gla1ve as the team just could not find their footing, hitting the lowest point in his career yet after a 13th-16th finish at DreamHack Winter 2014. While gla1ve was taking the time to figure things out, he had already lost his appeal and prominence not only in the international circuit but back in Denmark as well. With new talents constantly on the rise, a rough patch lasting 16 months was a huge blow for him. He was seen nowhere among the top Danish players any longer. 2015 was an utter disaster for gla1ve, who himself claims it to be so. He has been quoted saying the following lines in an interview with Lukas. After a lot of setbacks, gla1ve finally decided to take a back seat and went on a 5-month break to figure out his next steps. He wanted to get clarity on what approach should he take that would best help him turn things around in his favor. He finally decided on making a comeback as an in-game leader again, as it was the position that suited his skill set the best. During January of 2016, gla1ve got a call to join the ranks of Copenhagen Wolves yet again, where he was united with Hunden, his mentor from back when he was new to the scene. It was during this time with Copenhagen Wolves during the Assembly Winter 2016 that he underwent a medical emergency 2 hours before their semi-final match against ENCE. It was a big scare for gla1ve as he had just made a comeback into this scene after quite a long break, while also suffering his 3rd lung collapse within a period of only 18 months. Although Copenhagen Wolves did not do exceptionally well, it gave rise to a unique chemistry between Snappy and gla1ve. The two soon left Copenhagen Wolves to join Team X, who were later forged into Heroic. This was a boon for gla1ve, who shone bright, leading the team to multiple LAN victories while also getting a chance to play for the top Danish team Astralis at ESL 1 Cologne 2016. Standing in for KRB was the biggest opportunity yet that had come the way of gla1ve, and he was pretty successful in showcasing the abundant talent that he possessed. After the one-time stint with Astralis, gla1ve returned back to Heroic, leading them to victory twice against Astralis. First in the semi-finals of Power LAN 2016, and later on in the opening match of StarLadder Star Series Season 2.
He's found by it. It's at the hands of setbacks, who now with the CZ is going to try and watch for anyone jumping over to cover off those rotations. That'll give Device a bit of room. But this still comes down to dupreeh. How does he pull him back in? Never mind him. It's going to be setbacks to start it. Finally, dupreeh does go down. That gives Monty the access. Long-range M4 finds the AWP and finds the kill on setbacks immediately after Heroic. Well, you might be the #1 Danish team, as Device stated in a cheeky tweet, because they've just taken...
A fallout occurred shortly within the ranks of Astralis, which observed Carrigan walking away while gla1ve accepted the offer to replace him as the in-game leader of the team. Under the guidance of gla1ve, Astralis started putting up better performances with increased stability, but were not able to score any tournament wins. But it all changed when Emil Reef, aka Magisk, became a part of the team in 2018. And since then, Astralis has noticed an astronomical rise in their performance. gla1ve truly made a life-changing decision, making a comeback as an IGL, blessing us with some incredible performances which were mere reflections of his ingenious planning and perfectly timed callouts.
Pool party.
Oh, FY pool party.
All day.
All day, yeah. All day. That was a favorite.
Nightmare. Here they come, the airstrike. Tactical nukes coming in. Both kills landing. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a lot of fun. Cheap grenade.
Astralis have. They're trying to take control outside. gla1ve's going to walk in through the door. You may hear it even from that back window position. But does he not? Does he have no idea? He's not looking to...
Are we going to see a 3-man boost from Astralis? Look at where they're going. Information seeking, but Device is not one of these players. There's 2. Up we go, and there's number 3. Hello, Zeus. Does he see the play to his left? I'm not sure if he did. Na'Vi, don't expect this. The problem is, even without a kill, this is a lot of information. Ding dong, and that's Zeus taken out.
Still, they can't make it happen. Finally, Pasha coming in with a refrag, but he's down. The bomb has been picked up by dupreeh. They get the spray. Neil takes one, and Townsend's there. And Astralis, they win the first major championship. 16-14 against Virtus Pro. Unbelievable.
like that?
gla1ve persevered through a lot, climbing to the top only to tumble down again, falling down to the lowest depths only to work harder and smarter until he conquered it all. Thank you so much for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. Subscribe for more content about your favorite CSGO players and personalities and strategy breakdowns. We will see you next time.